On this week's Tuesday Talk, we are answering a question from a viewer about reservations at campgrounds and if we've ever had any issues with dogs, dog breeds, age of RV, our Airstream, stuff like that. So some campgrounds have very specific rules. All campgrounds have rules, but they differ quite a bit from campground to campground. You'll get some campgrounds that are pretty much say, as long as you're respectful, you're good. And then you'll get some that say your RV must be this old or less. You can only have this many animals. You have to pay for them if you do. They have different dog breed restrictions. Like, pretty much, it's up to the campground, right?
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
In general, I've never seen any big requirements like that when it comes to like a national forest or a national park campground. There you mostly just have the be respectful type rules and the length restrictions. Some of them have length restrictions. We've been to some campgrounds that have dog breed restrictions where they actually ask you what dog breeds you're bringing with you. We have a poodle mix and a boxer mix, and neither one of those are a restricted breed. So we've never had a problem with that.
You may have a problem with pit bulls, but
unfortunately,
They're
also this campground that we're in right now only allows you to have 2 dogs according to the online form. I can't tell you whether they would make an exception for that if you called or if you came with more than 2 dogs, but on the online form they have a spot for only 2. I'm sure there are some campgrounds where if you bring more than 2 dogs and they say only 2, they will not let you stay because they've probably been bitten in the past. Not actually bitten, maybe actually bitten, but they've probably had issues in the past, and that's why they have the rule. But we've never had a problem with it.
I don't know what to say because I don't do the reservations.
I know, he doesn't do the reservations. And we don't stay at campgrounds all that much. So we've also never had a problem with the age of our Airstream. It is a 2005, so it is not that old. I know there are campgrounds that have restrictions on the age of a RV. In general, they have that because they do not want bad-looking old RVs. And if your RV is nice enough looking, it really doesn't matter what age it is. But again, I think it probably depends on the campground. There are also campgrounds that have age restrictions on the humans. So if you go to a retirement campground,
yes,
which again we have not done. We have heard that some will let people our age camp for a night or 2, especially if you call ahead
and talk to them.
But we also know some people who have been turned away from campgrounds that are 55 plus because neither one of them were 55. So the answer to this question is we have never had an issue, but we have heard of people having issues, and it is probably completely based on the campground and your own situation.
I'd say that's fair enough.
So if you have a doubt, call, because I would think the worst thing that could happen is you make a reservation and then you can't stay there, because that would suck.
That would suck, especially if you don't have anything to go to.
Yeah. So if you have a doubt, call and ask the campground. A lot of times they'll let you get away with 1 night or 2 nights, depending on the situation, but definitely call. So that's it for this week's Tuesday Talk. If you have a question for us for a future Tuesday Talk, please leave it in the comments below. We are collecting more and more questions, and you'll be seeing them on future Tuesday Talks.
Our list is growing, isn't it?
It is, yes. Which is good. We love doing Tuesday Talks, and it seems like you guys like them too. So if you did like this one, if you could give us a thumbs up, we'd really appreciate it. That helps us out. Subscribe if you haven't already.
And did we say comment?
We said comment. Yeah.
You said comment.
I said comment.
All right. Got that.
Yeah.
Got the like. Got the subscribe.
Yeah. So I guess that just leaves see you next time.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye,
All right.
guys.
See you later.